Network now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Colts general manager Chris Ballard told the series Behind the Colts that he believes a spirited competition between Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson for the starting quarterback job is a good thing for the team, and the final decision will be strictly based on performance. Cam Ward impressed at his pro day earlier this week and is set to work out privately for the Titans and Browns, who hold the first and second pick respectively in the 2025 NFL Draft. One top prospect not expected to work out at his pro day is Penn State edge rusher Abdul Carter. Carter is still recovering from a shoulder injury he suffered against Boise State in the college football playoffs earlier this year. Former Patriots Julian Edelman weighed in on New England signing Stephon Diggs, saying, quote, "They could use a little fire under their butts in that receiver room." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it. But not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. HIMS can help. Through HIMS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to HIMS.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is a Friday. Oh, heavens. Friday, March 28th, 2025. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
It is the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO El Centro, on a Friday morning. Amazing. How do we make it to Friday?
Just snuck up on us, you know?
Must be March Madness, don't you think?
Something. A little mad. Yeah.
Okay.
They call it madness because of all the people that are angry at their bracket didn't make it.
Yeah, nobody has out of the gazillion brackets, they're all busted. So, well. Anyway, coming up, we will celebrate some birthdays and do a few other things right here. Yesterday, you were, at IVC?
Yes, me and Gene Brister were at IVC during the day yesterday for the College and Career Expo. It was fun.
Did you find a career?
They had, something making balloon animals.
Okay.
I felt that might be right up my alley.
Okay. Very good. Anyway, for a lot of students, spring break. I think for some, it's next week. In America, students get a whole week off for spring break. In China, they get a bathroom break and then back to making iPhones. Yes. Okay. And from Great Britain, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says the United Kingdom will ban ninja swords to stop the country's stabbing epidemic. Okay, guns are almost impossible to come by in Great Britain, so people have switched to ninja swords, but that's fine. You want to ban the ninja swords, but I think first thing, maybe you need to get rid of the ninjas. What do you think?
Yeah. Oi, you got a license for that sword?
I have ninja skills. Yes, I can fall asleep quietly on the couch.
Oh, there you go.
I think that's a ninja skill. Okay. Birthdays today. Are you ready?
Birthday time.
Actor Diane Wiest is 79. Didn't they name a lake after her? Country singer Reba McEntire, 70. Actor Alexandra Billings, 63. Salt of Salt and Pepper is 59. Actor Tracy Needham, 58. Actor Vince Vaughn, 55. Actor Ken L., 52. Actor Julia Stiles, 44. Lady Gaga is 39. Local birthdays coming up. Attention, 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 furniture and mattress buyers. For the absolute lowest prices on the best selection of furniture and mattresses anywhere, you need to make a trip to Houston's Yuma Furniture. Yuma, Ashley, and Rooms Now. Because nobody can beat their prices. Nobody. With 3 huge stores and 1 massive warehouse, they have what you want in stock. Sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture, dining sets, bedrooms, and mattresses, and best of all, with their large in-stock selection, it's available for immediate delivery, or take it home today. For the absolute lowest price on furniture and mattresses, go to Houston's Yuma Furniture, 3052 South Avenue B, Yuma. Ashley at 2790 South 4th Avenue. And Rooms Now, just enter through Yuma Ashley. 3 big stores, the lowest furniture and mattress prices. It's Yuma's Houston's Furniture. We have happy birthday wishes for David West, Adam Felstead, Becky Arias, Kathy Coronado, Martin Marquez, Frank Quintero Jr., Luis Imperial, Gloria Paleo, Henry Poston, Linda Stevens, Diana Hermosillo, Miriam Perez, Andre Escamilla, Patty Angulo, Richard Maldonado, Donald Joseph Graff Jr., Meredith Ibarra, Linda Fricoso, Maximus Alvarez, Katie Limon, Billy Foster, Chief Brad Wilkinson, and the Honorable Ruth Montenegro. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, coming up, we've got a look at world and California news, local news, sports. We'll go in-depth with the weather. We'll give you an extended forecast and all sorts of other things. Looking back in history, sports history. On this date, in 1984, the Baltimore Colts literally moved the team to Indianapolis in the middle of the night. Yeah, moving vans pulled up to the stadium, emptied everything out, and headed on down to Indianapolis. Yeah, well, I suppose any way out of Baltimore is probably a good way. Oh, boy. Are we ready for news?
News time.
Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at world and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. Vice President Vance and his wife are expected to arrive in Greenland next hour on a scaled-back visit that'll include a stop at a remote military base. CBS's Holly Williams says plans to attend a dog sled race were canceled.
That was scrapped after Greenland's outgoing prime minister called it, quote, highly aggressive and provocative.
The American Federation of Government Employees says it's preparing legal action after President Trump ordered government agencies to end collective bargaining with hundreds of thousands of civil servants. He says it's critical to protect national security. The union calls it bullying. The Dow is down 438 points after today's inflation numbers. Consumer prices rose 2.5% in February year over year. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
This report lends credence to the Fed's desire to be patient and not move on interest rates.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. Marysville residents pay their respects to fallen police officer Osmar Bordarte, who was gunned down while trying to serve a search warrant at Oliver's Wednesday.
The law enforcement family the people that work with him especially, and his neighbors and friends, and everybody his life touched.
Bernardi, the first Marysville officer to die on the job in over a century. The suspect who was also killed, identified as 60-year-old Rick Oliver of Olivehurst. Federal law enforcement raiding a business in El Cajon where business owners were suspected of knowingly employing undocumented immigrants.
HSI, along with many of our federal partners from DOJ and Department of Homeland Security and the Office of the Inspector General, are executing a criminal search warrant at the business located behind me for worksite enforcement violations.
Special Agent in Charge Sean Gibson. Researchers say firefighters who responded to the Southern California wildfires in January had elevated levels of mercury and lead in their blood. Gas prices averaging $4.70 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that we breathe.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business.
You bet. And we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
Landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, T-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. N-Sport 5 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guaranteed valid in store on staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
And here's page one of the local news. Page one is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have mobile service vans that come to you wherever you are in the valley at no additional charge. Log on to elcentromotors.net and schedule an appointment. Or you can head into any of their 3 locations at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center or at the Imperial Valley Mall. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment there.
KXO News. Saturday is National Vietnam War Veterans Day. Here is George Gale.
Events will begin at 0600 or 6 a.m. for civilians with a ruck march from the Imperial VFW Hall to Buckland Park. At the Buckland Park, there will be a 50th commemoration ceremony beginning at 10 a.m. and ending at 1 p.m. with a get-together at the American Legion Post 25 in El Centro. The events of the day will honor all who served. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
ICOE hosts the Imperial County Spelling Bee. It was recently held at the Imperial County Office of Education Administration Center. 59 students from 29 schools were represented in the competition. When it was all over, there was just one winner. She was Madison Gray, a 7th grader at Wilson Junior High School in El Centro. She clinched the competition by correctly spelling sturgeon. Madison will now go on to represent Imperial County at the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. KXO News Time, 7:41.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
Imperial County Area Agency on Aging announces a new program. Here's George Gale.
The ICAAA says they are offering an evidence-based care management program for people living with Alzheimer's disease or other dementias and their caregivers. There is no cost to participate in the program. According to the AAA, a trained community health worker will be assigned to each enrolled family to serve as their main point of contact throughout the program. The health worker will talk with the families on a monthly or bi-weekly basis via telephone or video conference using evidence-based protocols to address common issues and challenges faced by caregivers. Services are available in English and in Spanish. For more information, including how to participate, contact the Imperial County Area Agency on Aging. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we have a possible 3-day weekend for some coming up. March 31st is Cesar Chavez Day. Imperial County will be celebrating. County offices and non-emergency departments will be closed Monday in observance of Cesar Chavez Day. Emergency services will be operational during the holiday period. And to celebrate Cesar Chavez Day, they will have a Cesar Chavez celebration tomorrow. It'll be held by Los Amigos de la Comunidad and will consist of a march from Hinojosa Park to the Brawley Plaza Park. The march starts at 5 p.m. and a celebration will follow at the Plaza Park. There will be entertainment and booths at the park. The celebration is free and the public is invited to participate. KXO. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have mobile service vans that come to you. They also have 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment when you drive in. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's a great place for a quick day trip. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's more than just a store. They've got homemade candies and treats, fresh English toffee, chocolate-covered raisins, almonds, and, of course, peanuts. How about some orange sticks? Pecan turtles made from a special family recipe, and so many other great things. Not just nuts and candy, but so many other great things. What a great place to visit. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Oh, they have free tours Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. How do you get there? Well, Google thepeanutpatch.com. Yeah, you'll find directions to the Peanut Patch. By the way, the Peanut Patch ships anywhere in the universe. They have their very own post office. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great place. Page 2 of the local news and a side of weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m.
ICOE announces Imperial County Classified School Employees of the Year. Here's George Gale.
The Imperial County Office of Education made the announcement this week. The 3 award recipients were chosen because of their dedication, hard work, and commitment, invaluable contributions to students, schools, and communities of Imperial County. Classified School Employees of the Year are Gerardo Buenrostro with the Brawley Elementary School District, Martha Angie Santillan with the El Centro Elementary School District, and Humberto Iribe with the Meadows Union Elementary School District. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The American Red Cross will install more than 200 free smoke alarms in Holtville tomorrow. These smoke alarms are available to Holtville families during a Sound the Alarm home fire safety event. Local volunteers are needed to help install the alarms. Interested individuals can register at soundthealarm.org. No experience is necessary, and training will be provided prior to the event at Spanish Palms in Holtville. Breakfast and lunch and free T-shirts will be provided to volunteers. Holtville residents who need assistance can also visit the soundthealarm.org website. During a 20-minute home visit, the Red Cross volunteers will also share information on the cause of home fires, how to prevent them, and what to do if a fire starts, and how to create an escape plan. And lunch at the library. A grant proposal was ratified. Here's George Gale.
The grant is to be submitted to the California State Library. It's for the Lunch at the Library Summer 2025 project. This week, the County Board of Supervisors approved the ratification of the proposal. Project will provide free and nutritious meals to youth during the summer months while creating a safe and welcoming space for learning, enrichment, and community connection at the local library branches. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An assortment of masterpieces from the Renaissance will be presented by the Imperial Valley Master Chorale. The program will include selections from Mozart's Requiem, Bach's Jesus, Joy of Man's Desire, and John Rutter's Magnificat, as well as hymns and spirituals. Featured soloist is Imperial native Eric Rubalcaba. Rubalcaba, a baritone, is an announcer for the San Diego Padres and CBS 8 San Diego. The chorale will be joined by the Imperial Valley String Quartet under the direction of Joel Jaklich. Music for a Sunday afternoon. Sacred Favorites will be presented 4 p.m. Sunday at St. Peter and Paul Episcopal Church at 5th and Orange in El Centro. Children K through 12 are free, with an admission of an adult at $15. There we go. And we just got word El Centro is having an Easter event. The city of El Centro will host an Easter celebration. It'll be a couple weekends from now. It'll be held April 12th at Buckley Park. They're calling it an Easter extravaganza. It will start at 10 a.m. Kids 2 to 14 years old will be able to search for over 11,000 Easter eggs. It'll be a fun day for the whole family. We'll get more on that as we get closer. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For March specials, enjoy our drink of the month, the Irish Gold, or an ice-cold Guinness on tap. Our plate of the month for March is Chicken Poblano Pasta. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says a quick-moving dry weather system will bring breezy to locally windy conditions and slightly cooler temperatures to the region today. After this initial weather system departs, the region will remain under the influence of zonal flow aloft, or weak troughing, into early next week. This pattern will foster continued breezy conditions and temperatures hovering around normal. By the end of next week, a potential stronger weather system could bring below normal temperatures and chances for showers to the region. Our high yesterday, 91, the overnight low, 64. Wind gusts peaked at 39 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy through mid-morning today, then gradual clearing. Look for a high near 81. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. Increasing clouds tonight with a low around 58. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 81. West wind about 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 83. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. 66 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 15, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Air quality moderate in Island, good everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers & Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer. It's March Madness at El Centro Motors, and you don't have to fill in a bracket to be a winner. El Centro Motors is overloaded with great pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all ready to go, and at mad savings. Check out the selection of brand new F-150s at super low interest rates. Speaking of super, even Super Duties are on sale at El Centro Motors. It's March Madness time, El Centro Motors. Hurry in, buy now while selection is best. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NCAA men's basketball last night, it was Florida ripping Maryland 87-71. Duke dominated Arizona 193. Meanwhile, Alabama ran past BYU 113-88. And in overtime, Texas Tech outlasted Arkansas 85-83. We've got coverage starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon as men's college basketball continues. In the women's end, coming up today, North Carolina and Duke will duke it out. And Maryland and South Carolina, LSU and NC State, Ole Miss and UCLA. We've got Major League Baseball coming up.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations at Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And Major League Baseball, highlighting some of it. The White Sox topped the Angels 8-1. Dodgers slipped by the Tigers 5-4. Padres came from behind. They beat the Braves 7-4. NBA action. Cavaliers ran past the Spurs 124-116. Mavericks beat the Magic 101-92. Are you ready for this? I'm not making this up. Pacers 162, the Wizards 109. Embarrassing. The Heat hammered the Hawks 122-112. Bulls beat the Lakers 119-117. Thunder topped the Grizzlies 125-104. Kings clobbered the Trailblazers 128-107. Rockets rolled over the Jazz 121-110. Don't forget NCAA March Madness continues 4 o'clock this afternoon on AM 1230 and through the weekend. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Americans increased their spending last month after taking a breather in January, while inflation was a mixed bag, according to Commerce Department data released today. As it stood in February, America's economic foundation remained fairly solid. However, the latest data doesn't include the elephant in the room. President Donald Trump's aggressive trade policy recently imposed tariffs on auto imports, and a looming slew of other levies stand to ding America's economic engine and drive prices higher, according to economists. The personal consumption expenditures price index rose 2.5% in February from the year before, holding steady with what was seen in January. Economists expected that falling energy prices and stabilizing food prices would help keep the disinflationary trend at hand, and that was the case. Meanwhile, gold isn't the only metal smashing through record high prices. Copper prices in New York hit a record high Wednesday after Bloomberg reported that President Donald Trump might impose tariffs on copper imports in the coming weeks. Wall Street had expected tariffs on copper to come later this year. The most actively traded copper futures contract in New York hit $5.37 a pound Wednesday morning before it settled down at $5.24 a pound. Better keep an eye out for the copper thieves, because when those prices go up, they be stealing copper from anywhere and everywhere. And taking a look at the big board, well, let's see. Amazon is down, Nike is down, and the Dow off 555 points at 41,744. The S&P 500 off 87 at 5606. The NASDAQ at 17,432. That is off 372 points. Gold up $14.60 an ounce. And oil off 46 cents per barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my #1 priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have cloudy skies through mid-morning, then gradual clearing with a high near 81. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low around 58. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 81. West winds 15 miles an hour, gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. 66 degrees, 44% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 15, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Air quality moderate in Nyland, good everywhere else. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service in the Valley offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Attention preschool teachers, Calexico Neighborhood House's Happy Kids Preschool is hiring. We have an opening for a preschool teacher for evening shifts from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. A preschool teacher permit is required. Apply at the Calexico Neighborhood House, 506 4th Street in Calexico.
The best oldies on the radio. Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's word of extensive damage in parts of Thailand and Myanmar after a strong 7.7 earthquake and its aftershocks. This tourist in Bangkok.
A lot of screaming, a lot of panic, people running the wrong way down the escalators, lots of banging and crashing inside the mall.
At least 3 died in the collapse of a high-rise in the Thai capital, others trapped. The death toll in Myanmar stands at 144. Asia correspondent Anna Corin.
We've seen, temples and mosques just crumble. We know that there were worshippers inside. There is footage from Mandalay University, which is engulfed in flames, these black plumes of smoke just billowing from the university. There's bridges across rivers that have just collapsed.
CBS's Holly Williams is in Greenland, where Vice President Vance and his wife are due shortly on a high-profile visit.
The original plan was for the Second Lady, Usha Vance, to come here to Greenland's capital, Nuuk, on a private visit, including watching a dog sledding race. But that was scrapped after Greenland's outgoing Prime Minister called it, quote, highly aggressive and provocative.
The Trump administration this morning asking the Supreme Court for permission to restart deportations of Venezuelan migrants. With a formal inspector general's investigation possible, a judge has moved to protect possible evidence in the Signal chat snafu. CBS's Willie James Inman.
Federal Judge James Boasberg ordered that Trump administration officials preserve the messages sent between March 11th and March 15th, following a lawsuit brought by a group that is seeking transparency about those messages.
A Washington law firm targeted by President Trump has sued to try to block an executive order that threatens its federal contracts. Jenner and Block says the order is unconstitutional. CBS's Jill Schlesinger has the latest inflation news, a new government report on consumer prices.
Prices increased by 0.3% month over month and 2.5% from a year ago. Core inflation, by this Fed's favorite measure, was a little bit stronger than expected, up by 2.8% from a year ago. This report lends credence to the Fed's desire to be patient and not move on interest rates.
A court win for the singer, Dua Lipa.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride.
Her 2021 hit Levitating was the target of a copyright suit brought by the writers of this 1979 disco song.
I was walking down the street when I saw the fancy soldier boy winkle, winkle, winking at me.
The judge found the melody similar but unprotectable. Wall Street, the Dow is down 600 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With AutoPay plus taxes and fees, plus $5 per line without AutoPay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Motorola Edge on us with 24 monthly bill credits and new line for well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 per line connection charge. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
Californians await a crucial snowpack assessment today, one that could have an impact on drought conditions.
Each year, the reading at the end of March is an important one because it's taken at the snowpack's peak, before the warming spring weather begins to send the freezing water into Sierra Nevada streams and rivers and on to the rest of the state. The snowpack has been measuring at around normal, which is refreshing to a state accustomed to years of drought, but water levels are below normal in Southern California, where there was a big focus on water availability in this year's massive wildfires. Megan Goldsby for CBS News, San Francisco.
Well, King Charles today waved to well-wishers in central London as he headed for his country estate in western England. His appearance came a day after he was briefly hospitalized because of side effects from a scheduled cancer treatment. Buckingham Palace did not provide further details. Charles did cancel some planned events. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.